Sorry about that. My alarm went off, hence my camera cut. You gotta excuse that. So what I'll do is I'll make a 14 and a half video for this part. This will be part two. And then my next video will be 30 minutes, and my video after that will be 20 minutes. So I'll make a 14 and a half minutes here. I'll shut the camera off. That's 30 minutes, and there'll be part two, and then I'll make another 30-minute video, then another 20-minute video. And I'll end this video for today. I'll upload it, take my shower, go to the store, and have my anxiety trip, and what? Come back, enjoy the show. Obviously, yeah, yeah, man. That's how what? That's how what crazy of a buzz you're looking at for Zanus, man. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see me with my long dreads, my full grown beard. I even lost the weight. Holy shit! When you see the first trailer, holy shit! I even lost all that weight, man. You know what I'm saying? He looks so different. Yeah, with the glowing beauty, he lost all the weight. Yeah, I'm the Prince of Zanus, obviously. You see John Boyega, he's all jacked for the role. He's my cousin, Tacitonius. You see Digimon Hansu. He's a cousin of my he's a cousin of me. Yeah, oh look at I and me, they're cousins. Yeah, you can see how close we are. We're cousins, man. We're all three of us are cousins, and Tacitonius and Cassius are badass fighters, as well as Maramis the Archer, badass fighters. Those four guys are the northern badass fighters in the story, obviously. Everyone else are all, and you also have the Zanian army. They're badass fighters too, and you also have the Salvins. But the Salvins are not trained in Zanian arts. You'll see what I mean when you read the book. The Salvins are not trained in Zanian arts in my book when you read it. Well, they're not trained in Zanian arts. How come Papari and them fight? Well, you'll see what I mean when you read the book. I don't want to spoil the story for you. You'll find out when you read volume 2 of my book, obviously. Because Papari, Cornelius, Eli, Sirius, and all them, right, and Job, they all fight in the book too. They fight in the war, they fight in the caverns, they fight. But they're not as trained as they're not Northerns, they're not trained in Zanian arts. So in the movie, you're going to see the Salvins struggling a little bit when they fight the bats and the wolves. Whereas the Northerns are not struggling as much because they're more badass fighters. You're going to see me, Tacitonius, Cassius, Maramis were all badass Northern fighters. Whereas the Salvins are not as badass fighters in the movie. But they're still going to look badass in the trailer. You're going to see a Von Joji in the war, badass fighter in the war. You're gonna see Andy Serkis with his bow and arrow and his pipe of weed. He's in the war too. Yeah. Think if you think Legolas was badass in Lord of the Rings, think something more badass than that for Don Cheadle as Maramis, man. You're gonna see Don Cheadle as a badass archer and what? Insane as holy shit, look at Don Cheadle. A lot of people might like Maramis the best too. In the movie, yeah, I love because a lot of people like Legolas and like Legolas in Lord of the Rings because he's a badass archer. Well, if you think something like that for Maramis, you're looking at something crazy. All the fans might love Maramis. Oh, Maramis, the archer. You see Maramis, he's a badass archer. Yeah. My dear is he has. My dear is he has his art. He has his arch. He has his bow and arrows. And at the edge of his bow and arrows, he has like blades. You can like draw the blades out or something like that. You can draw the blades out from his arrow, and he fights. You can do something cool like that for the movie. He has his bow and arrow obviously, and he has at the edge of his bow he has like a dagger, and he can draw his dagger from his blade from his bow. I mean that's fucking cool. Yeah, you can do something like that for the movie to make it cool. You're looking at Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle already knows what I'm talking about. He can see the future. Yeah, I actually see the future. I know how. Yeah, you know how badass Don Cheadle will look like in that Zane's movie. You know how badass Cassius will look in that Zane's movie. You know how badass Von Jojo will look like in that movie. You know how badass John Boyega will look. You know how badass VJ will look. Ariana Grande, Yel Manette, Andy Serkis, myself. You guys know how badass I'm gonna look like in that movie. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking what? Badass, man. Badass in that movie, man. Badass. Look at something crazy. I'm going to look badass in that movie, man. You're looking at something crazy for the what? For the fame of Zanus, man. These actors are never going to be the same. In what? chosen for Zayn's are never going to be the same. The actors chosen for Zayn's are all going to be what? Feeling on top of the world, and what? And I'm going to be feeling on top of the world because now I am famous. I am totally going to forget about my old life. Everyone who I knew in my life, I'm going to forget about them too. Because now I'm king and I'm living the life, and I'm going to forget about everything in my old life, man. I'm going to be experiencing such crazy fame. I'm even going to forget about my stepfamily. I'll have memories, obviously, but I'm going to totally forget about my stepfamily. I grew up with them. They supposedly raised me, obviously. I grew up with them. I'm even going to forget about my stepfamily. Because now I'm king, man. I'm experiencing worldwide international fame. All the people in Darcy I'll forget about too. Because what? I am now king, and when my wife's king with me, obviously. And what? And all my friends, I haven't hung out with them since like 20 some years ago. By the time I'm king, I don't know, 2025, I'm king. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember 20 years ago when I met all these people in Darcy. Yeah, it's like 20 years later, I'm going to totally forget about all these people in Darcy. Hence why some of them are going to be like, oh my god, does Ivan even remember me, man? Does Ivan remember me now? You know what I'm saying? Because now he's king. We're all average people making 50, 60, 70, $80,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? $100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And while we're working, Ivan and VJ are constantly trying online. Ivan's king now. He's a multi-billionaire with his wife. He's a famous author. He wrote the best finance novel ever. He's now a famous movie star with VJ. Does Ivan even remember me? Yeah. Especially once you see me starting, once you see the trending pictures once you see the ads of me and VJ in Sky's for Sky's website, the trailer with me trying Sky's with George Lucas, and the world watches that documentary, obviously, the first year, they're like, holy shit, look at Ivan now. He's rich now, he's staying at a nice luxury suite hotel. You know what I'm saying? He's playing Scars with because does Ivan even remember? He's famous now, does Ivan even remember me? All these people in Darcy are going to ask themselves, oh my god, does Ivan even remember me, man? Because now he's famous. Yeah, adrenaline rush. I'm feeling so on top of the world. Every day, me and VJ wake up, we're fucking feeling on top of the world. We're fucking happy because we know everywhere we go, people are gonna constantly take pictures with us. Fans are gonna take pictures and reels of us wherever we go. Yeah, it's a good feeling. You feel on top of the world, man. The whole world's watching you every day, and you're king, queen. You feel on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm living the billionaire life now. I'm staying in all these nice suites around the world. I'm trending with my wife VJ. Yeah, I am trending with my wife VJ. You see what I'm saying? I am trending with my wife VJ. As I am living the life with VJ, man. Yeah, man. I am living that life with my wife VJ. I'll shut the camera off here in 6 minutes here, guys. 6.5 minutes, I'll shut it off. 14.5 minutes, I'll shut the camera off. That's 30 minutes. My next video will be 30 minutes, and I'll do 20 minutes afterwards. Then I'll take my shower, upload the video, and I'll go to the store, get my beer and my smokes. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's the amazing life me and VJ gonna live, man. Going on that world tour for Zayn. It's guaranteed I'm gonna go on that behind the scenes world tour with the actors. And the actors are gonna experience that crazy fate with me. You guys in Hollywood know what I'm talking about. Yvonne and Joji and all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. World tour, man. Crazy world tour. Yeah. Something crazy, man. Some fame like you've never experienced before. Hence why you guys are gonna feel abandoned by God. You're gonna feel abandoned from God's glory. Yeah, you feel totally abandoned from God's glory. You feel abandoned from God's glory, and yeah. Abandoned from God's glory. Yep. Yes, let's talk about the Zayn's hacker. So I'm willing to pay John Boyega a rich $8.9 million for the role of Tacitonius, and I'm willing to give him two $50,000 royalty check for the merch, and he gets his $60,000 worth of commercial money. That's a good deal. If his agent wants more money, if his agent wants 10, I'm like, look, man, I'm not fucking stupid. John Boyega is not an A-list actor. I'm not paying him $10 million. He's not worth that, man. Anything over 8.9, he's ripping you off. I'm paying you $9 million. I'm not going any higher than that, man. That's good enough for John Boyega. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood and make your $1 million, $800,000 you like my offer. See what I'm saying? Ivan, it's a deal. I'm saying John Boyega's like, Ivan, it's a deal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a deal, Ivan. I'm like, okay. Okay, John, I'm not, there's no strings attached to the contract. I'll give you your freedom. You're never going to be the same. You're going to be worldwide famous. All I ask is that you destroy the role of Tacitonius. I have no word about it. He destroys the role of Tacitonius. Because I pay him a lot of money, obviously. Right? All these actors chosen for Xanax are going to what? Chances are their agents are going to try and push for more money. But look, man, I'm not paying you any more than how much I'm paying you. This is good enough. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to abandon the project. I will hire someone else. I will cast someone else in Hollywood for the role. See what I'm saying? That's why they're all alive and it's a deal. Because they know in Hollywood they're not going to make it on average. Yeah, like, Andy Serkis does not make $7 million in Hollywood on average. No, he probably makes like $2-3 million per movie on average. Around there, Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis is a small A-list actor. And his net worth went down. I remember I checked his net worth before. It used to be like 28 million. And it went down to 18 million. I don't know what happened, but he used to be worth more. And now his net worth went down. He's worth like 18 million now or something like that. So he's a small A-list. So him, Don Cheadle, and like Idris Elba are the three like A-list actors in my movie. So I hired a few A-list actors to build some buzz, obviously, some small A-list actors. But for movies like Xanus and Lord of the Rings, those movies, you don't hire big stars for those movies. You hire cheaper, unknown actors. Guys like Yvonne Jodie and Yelman, they're not big actors. Ariana Grande is not a big actor. She's a big singer, but she's not a big actor. John Boyega isn't that big of an actor. Like, he has some value. He did stars, but he's not an A-list actor. I'm hiring cheaper actors for Xanus. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You might hear some noise. My stepfather was listening to Christian what shows on they're supposedly Christians, right? Yeah, I'll shut the camera off here in like 2.5 minutes here, guys. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful for the actors for saying it. Some of them are going to try and push for more money, and if they want more money, I'm like, look, you're not getting any more money than how much we want to pay you. This is good enough. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to what? Go back to Hollywood and work in Hollywood if you don't like my offer. I'm going to be very, very strict. Obviously, that's why they're all the actors for Xanus are going to agree to accept my deal. They're going to agree to my deal. Obviously. Xanus is the only movie where I don't have that five to eight rule, that eight rule, whatever it is, with the A-list actors, because Xanus is a unique story, and for that movie I don't have any rules because I carefully chose my actors for that movie, and they're all perfect for the role. I know what I'm doing. Was starting with the Great Escape movie, Very Unique. I'm not gonna have that eight rule too. I can't afford to pay like 8 A-listers for Very Unique. No, Very Unique. I'm only gonna have like one small A-lister and one big A-lister for that movie. I'm thinking Zendaya is good for that movie. She can be the one small A-lister. Pay her $9 million. I can't pay her any more than 9. It's a small budget. For romance stories, in my opinion, the actors are the A-list actors are not worth as much money for romance because they don't do as much work. Hence why I'll pay Zendaya at the low end. I'll pay her 9. I won't go any higher than 9 for her. 9 is good enough for Zendaya, and then KJ Apple is most likely a B-list actor by then. I'll pay him $3.3 million, which is good. If he's an A-list actor by then, I'll pay him more money, obviously, and then I can have what VJ's crazy mother be the one big A-list actor. Pay that, hire one who's cheaper. Pay her at the low end $16 million and a $4 million bonus. That's all that's the best I can pay her. I could have Sandra Bullock be VJ's crazy mother, but if I have her in that movie, I have to pay her less. I have to pay her the minimum. There's exceptions where even if the actor is really, really big, you can pay her the minimum salary for the A-listers if you want. Pay her $16 million and a $4 million bonus. She'll accept that deal. That's good enough. I said Hollywood on average, she probably makes like $8-9 million per movie around there. And I'm paying you $16 million salary and a $4 million bonus. That's good enough. I can't pay her like $37 million. No, this is going to affect my budget, man. Very Unique is only a $280 million budget movie. And so you have to be careful. There's exceptions where sometimes you pay the actors less than even less, obviously. Like Zendaya might be worth $25 million by then, but I'm still going to pay her $9 million because you have to watch for your budget. Sandra Bullock might be worth $150 million, but if she's chosen for Very Unique, I'll pay her. I have to pay her like $20 million for the role, $16 million salary and a $4 million bonus. That's the best I can go. I'm like, Sandra, that's the best I can do for you. I can't pay you $37. You're going to affect my budget. Why haven't you can put more money into the movie? Yeah, I can, but I don't want to do that though. I'm not going to put more money into the movie just to pay your salary. No, I'm not going any higher than $280 million for Xanus. I mean for Very Unique. $20 million is good enough for Sandra Bullock, obviously. So you can have Sandra Bullock be VJ's crazy mother, or you can hire a cheaper A-list actor, a cheaper woman A-list actor to play VJ's mother, and pay that actor 16 million salary and a 4 mil bonus. That's good. That's good for the woman actor, the big A-list woman actor for their eating. I'm gonna show my account here.